All right, let's talk about taxes. For so many of us who are entrepreneurs or run small businesses, tax season just feels like this annual punishment, right? But what if we could totally flip the script on that? What if tax time could actually be a strategic money move? Well, that is exactly what we are going to break down today.
I mean, does this question hit a little too close to home? If you're running a business, even a side hustle, you know this feeling. The paperwork starts to pile up, those deadlines are looming, and the stress is, well, it's real.
And just think about the sheer amount of time that gets sunk into taxes. We're talking about hours you could be spending on sales, on marketing, on developing your next big thing, on actually growing your business. But instead, you're stuck wrestling with forms and spreadsheets. And then there's that little bit of fear in the back of your mind, isn't there? That dread of getting an unexpected letter from the IRS, finding out you owe penalties or fees you never even saw coming. It is a huge source of anxiety for so many people. Maybe the most frustrating part of all is that nagging feeling that you're leaving money on the table. You know there are deductions and credits out there, but trying to figure out which ones you're actually entitled to can feel like navigating a maze. And every single missed deduction, that's your hard-earned cash, just gone. So how do we fix this? Well, it really starts with a big shift in perspective. We have to stop seeing tax season as this problem we just have to survive and start seeing it as an opportunity we can actually seize. This right here, this is the core idea. Your tax return isn't just some document you have to send to the government. Think about it. It's a financial snapshot of your entire year. And when you start treating it like the powerful financial tool that it is, everything changes. And look, this comparison just lays it all out perfectly. On the left, that's the old way. Taxes are a stressful chore, a total time waster, a cost center. But on the right, that's the smart way. You reframe it as a financial tool, a real growth opportunity, and a strategic move. It's really about moving from playing defense to playing offense with your finances. Okay, so this smart way sounds good, right? But what does it actually look like in practice? Let's break down what smart prep really means, because it pretty much rests on three key pillars. And here is probably the most important thing to get. Smart tax prep is not something you cram into a few weeks in March or April. Nope, it is a year-round strategy. It's all about being proactive instead of reactive, and the goal is simple: organize, maximize, and protect your business. This whole strategy is built on three pretty simple actions. First, you've got to stay organized all year, so your financial story is always clear. Second, filing correctly, which means claiming every single deduction you've earned. And third, when you put those first two pieces together, you avoid any of those nasty surprises from the IRS. And why go through all this trouble? Let me tell you, the payoff is huge. You maximize your refund, or at the very least, you reduce what you owe, you protect your business from really costly mistakes and audits, and maybe most importantly, you free up your time and your mental energy to stay focused on what you do best: growing your business. Now, I know this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it when you're already completely swamped? Well, this is where a dedicated service can make all the difference. Let's just use one called Taxable as an example of how this can all work. So a service like this basically uses a combination of smart technology and real-life tax experts to handle all the heavy lifting for you. You can think of it as professional-grade filing from start to finish. They make sure you're using the right forms and that everything is documented exactly by the book, which protects your business. And this is where things can get really powerful for your cash flow. If you're approved, some services can offer a same-day refund advance, in this case up to $7,000. Now, this is usually a 0% interest loan against your expected refund, which is an absolute game changer for getting your money working for you right away, instead of waiting weeks for the IRS. And you've got flexible options for getting that money too, from direct deposit to a prepaid card or even a check. It lets you choose whatever works best for your business. So ultimately, what does all this add up to? Well, when your taxes are clean, accurate, and totally optimized, you just have a much clearer financial path forward. And this isn't just about the numbers, it's about peace of mind. It lets you sleep better at night and focus your energy on growing faster. All right, let's bring this all home. Knowing this stuff is one thing, but actually acting on it is what really makes the difference. So here are the clear, actionable steps you can take to get in control starting today. Here it is, your 4-step plan. Number 1, start organizing now. Please don't wait for the crunch. 2, get some expert help, whether that's an accountant or a service like Taxable, to handle all the complexity. 3,
If you do get a refund advance, use it wisely. Put it to work on growth or maybe paying down some debt. And 4, reinvest your actual refund smartly to fund your next big milestone.
I just want to leave you with this one final thought. You've worked so hard all year to grow your business, right? Your sales strategy grew, your marketing strategy grew, but did your tax strategy grow with it? If the answer is no, well, now is the perfect time to change that.